Yeah, I'm here.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Well, I can hear you fine. Ugh, got the gremlins tonight.
Okay. Yes, I've got it working. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back, ladies and gents. Holy shit! What is going on with this PC tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we are back. We are back live. Thank goodness for that. It's amazing. What I did was basically some real technical thing, some intricate surgery to my PC. I got my size 12 steel cap boot and kicked the living shit out of it, and now it's working. It works every time, I'm telling you. Anyways, we're back now. We're back. I just need to get an invite into this game, and then we're going to go racing, ladies and gents. We are at the Temple of Speed, Monza for TIR action. I'm going to put a note on the Discord. I need an invite ASAP.
I've already tagged everyone in the free to try and get you in.
Well, yeah, basically. Otherwise, they don't get to see the race. Yay! There we go. I've got an invite. On my way, folks. Thank you, Roland. Hi, everybody. I missed a load of chat as well. I do apologise. The microphone, the boom mic just stopped working, and I could not get it to work. And I've had to change a load of settings and just say threaten it with physical violence, and now it's working, which is fantastic. Okay. Have we got a driver? Oh, Roland's arriving late for qualifying tonight, isn't he? That's what it is.
Yeah, it's literally just joined before you.
Yeah. Can you tag Braid K in the chat, in the Div 3 chat, mate? He is supposed to be serving a qualifying ban. If he doesn't, we'll disqualify him. He needs to crash his car, basically.
Oh, the Merc driver, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go trackside. Ooh, it's raining. It's raining, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to get my webcam back up and running. There we go. Okay, we are a very wet Monza, ladies and gents. Temple of Speed for this first round of qualifying. We're going to get some telemetry up and running if it's working. Okay, now telemetry is not working. Oh man, it's oh, I know why. I know why. I'm going to have to just do something real quick. You're going to see something pop up on the screen. Don't worry about it. I've got to get SimHub up and running again. Okay, let's get this up and running.
Just tagged him, but I don't think he'll see it until he.
Okay, well,
goes back into the pits.
he'll have to serve it next race then. Or he would just crash. He needs to go out and then crash his car, basically. That's the best way I can sort of do it. Why is telemetry not working? But nothing.
They're not working on anyone.
It will be now. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump on somebody on an out lap at the moment. Yeah, sorry about all these gremlins, ladies and gents. It's just been an absolute foobar tonight. I was all prepped, all set, and then all of a sudden, microphone's not working. Half my little bits and pieces aren't working. But we're good again now. Thank goodness for that. So I do apologise to anyone who was trying to tune in. We'll get there. Of course, it's Monza tonight, ladies and gents. 3 qualifying sessions, Q1 to Q2 and Q3. Top 15 cars go through to Q2. Top 10 cars go through to Q3. And then, of course, the top 10... then must start the race on the same tyre compound they set their fastest laps on in Q2, providing, of course, it's a dry Q2. Otherwise, it's a free tyre choice. So that is basically the state of it. Just watching Gregor's coming up through the Ascari bends at the moment. Everyone's on the intermediate tyres, a very damp Monza, as you can see. But it's great to have your company here in Total Impact Racing. Again, all we can do is apologise for the gremlins at the start of the stream, but we're perfectly running now. How you doing, mate? It's good to have you in the comms booth. You're breaking your Beer and Kebab TV cherry tonight, mate.
Well, I haven't done comms for quite a while, not since my SF1 days, but it's good to be back doing comms again, which I do enjoy.
That's good to have you, mate. Good to have you. And just watching Bont the Bullets there, just bimbling around through Jesus Christ, what do you call them? De La Roja chicane. I'm all at 6s and 7s, mate, at the moment. I'm trying to get into the stream, like, you know what I mean? Let's find some cars on the outlaps. You've got Spider, I think, it's on a push at the moment, just making his way up towards the Lesmo 1 and 2.
Yeah.
What do you think of this track, Harry? A track you enjoy?
It's a track I do enjoy. Obviously, I was racing it on Saturday in ECT and was going for a good result until I got kind of bottomed into turn 1. But like around any other track, you're not going to find such high-speed corners. Well, not high-speed corners. The highest average speed around any track you've ever raced around. Just such a high-speed nature of this track.
Oh, it's a lovely track, isn't it? I mean, so you got absolutely mullered, did you, in ETC?
I got Bottas, if you remember I think it was like the 2018 or 19 race where Verstappen moved under braking on Bottas and squeezed him.
Well, unfortunately, that shows. Unfortunately, mate, that sort of shows the standard of some of the tournaments at the moment. You know what I mean? We get, it's almost pot luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually think you get better racing standards, to be honest, in a lot of the leagues these days.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just watching Oldman making his way through the Ascari Benz. Was a second up at the Sector 2 split, by the way. We have not had a weather forecast yet, so we don't know whether it's going to be wet, dry during the race itself or wet in Q2. I have no idea. It's Your Mum has retired. That's in the pit, so he's happy with his time. 5 minutes left in Q1. 15... Go through, of course, the Q2 to the bottom 5, drop out of qualifying, put their feet up for half an hour. Ullman there stays in the drop zone, but does improve by 1.5 seconds, so he'll be happy with that. I think Dragoon was on a push as well, but he's invalidated.
He's invalidated.
Bonta Bullet, yeah.
A good friend of mine.
Bonta's got a friend. Christ.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, my friend. Oh, no. I mean, he thought he had Roland as a friend, but Roland just is at pains to say, look, he's just a teammate in the acquaintance. I don't actually like him. You know what I mean?
Goes P12 on a 29.6.
Good lap. Mini Ken in the Mercedes is on his way down towards... well, it's of course, I know it's Parabolica. Of course, it's now known as the Michele Alboreto Curb, which is a horrible corner name for a pretty average Ferrari driver back in the day. I prefer Parabolica.
Yeah, same for me. They're just too many words for a corner.
Yeah. Or, as me and Poz used to call it, Parabolics. That's what we used to call it back in the day when we used to do comms together. Mini Ken in the drop zone. Roland is on a push. He's just literally starting a lap, coming down towards turn 1, the Ratisfilia chicane, rolls it through. You've got to really slow that car down in these conditions. Get back on the power now. Try and just square the car up as he now powers down the Curva Grande. It's fast-flowing, long right-hand bend. It's not a corner. It's literally a bend. Down towards the De La Roja chicane. Of course, they've taken out that horrible raised sausage curb on the inside line. Oh, Rowan's had to back out. He couldn't quite brake in time. If you remember in the last game, mate, there was that horrible sausage curb on the left-hand inside curb, which if you hit it, used to send the car airborne.
Yeah, it still does it if you take it too much on these cars, but obviously it's not as harsh if you put a wheel over it. But if you do put like almost your full car over it, it does launch.
It used to be terrible though. It used to send you off into the like the forest, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bonta with an improvement there goes P13 with a 1:29.349. We've got we can see a lot of cars coming out now on push laps. Roland, I think, he backed out, didn't he? So I think he's going to be. In fact, Telfie's just starting a lap, is he? Yeah, I think Telfie's just starting a lap. So a quick look at the Chili Chat. See how you're all doing there in Beer and Kebab Land. It's good to see everybody. Pumpy, welcome. Gaming Fox, good to see you. Spider Junior, welcome in. Of course, Spider Junior getting a full-time seat because that numpty Thomas D, we kicked him for being a complete cockwomble. Sorry. Oh, Helking Thomas. Was that an AlphaTauri? He's just retired, or someone went off there? Alfa Romeo, I think it was.
I think it was a slow car, but I think that was a retirement in the pit lane.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, sorry, we had to. I've got my streamer's hat on, not my owner's hat on. So yeah, we got rid of that utter cock Womble Thomas D today because he's kicked off one too many times, and we're just not having it. You know what I mean? We give people so many chances, and they just blow it. You know, and there comes a time where you just got to say, "Piss off." Sorry, did I just say that live and true? But you got to say, you got. I'm terrible. I really am terrible, mate. But you just got to say, cheerio.
Yeah, we've all got our limits, and he was just pushing the limits too far with what he was saying in the charts.
Yeah, with my owner's hat on, it's a shame we have to let drivers go, but sometimes if they cannot behave, you have no choice. You can only give so many chances. So, sorry, Thomas, but you're going to be somebody else's problem. Well, here comes Stealthy Telfy. Oh, big improvement from Stealthy Telfy. Goes P6, the 28.756. Wow, that was a superb lap. We've got Mini Kent. Mantis was that, sorry? P2.
P2, yeah.
You're right, okay. Yeah, I know you're going to be new, sort of getting used to me. Just tell me to shut up if I'm talking over you, because I'll quite happily shut up, like, you know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah.
Okay, here comes Mini Kent. He's about to come through. Currently in the drop zone. Target times 1:29.589. He's comfortably in that. Track's starting to ramp up a little bit. The drivers are starting to find a little bit of grip. Here comes Roland, about to come through. Has he got himself into Q2? Provisionally goes P6, 28.719. I tell you what, mate, the times are looking so close considering it's wet.
Yeah. I don't think Freerider and Old Man are going to be able to get out of the drop zone because they're both in the pits right now.
Yeah, that's them cooked. Bonta's going again. He's currently in the drop zone there, P16, but he is 2/10 up at Sector 2 split, so he's finding some time. They've got to be aiming for a 29 flat, really, to get themselves... I'd say to be safe, 29 flat, around about that kind of mark. Here comes Bonta. Yeah. Kevin Knight has rejoined the session, that's good. Bonta, snap of oversteer there. Has he lost a little bit of time? It's a 29.2 is his target time, and Bonta goes only P14. But Rebster has invalidated. Race Quit is not on a push. Shaggy was a 10.5 up. He has got to find about 3/10 in the final sector just to squeeze into P15. So let's see what the Dark Lord...
Gregor's behind him, 7/10 up on his previous best in Sector 2.
Good, he needs that time, he really does. Here comes the Dark Lord, Skin Shaggy. 16,000 years old, what can he do? He's out, he's only P17. Gregors is, though, as you mentioned, Harry, he's on the push lap, 7/10 up. He needs to find 7/10. That's what he needs overall in this lap. Oh, he's lost it, he's dropped it, and it's goodbye. Can't park there, son. That is unlucky. Rage Quit is out as well. Well, a couple of surprises there. Seeing Gregors and Rage Quit get dumped out of qualifying. And Rufio 28 flat. I think we need to stick him in the elite tier. That's it, Rufio. Disqualified from this tier. You're up to the elite tier. Sound alert. Yeah, I love that sound alert. Thank you, Jason. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so that's Q1 done and dusted, I think. Yeah, pretty much so. We'll just wait for the countdown clock to trickle down to 0, ladies and gents, and then we'll give you the rundown of the Q1. Commentator's curse says Freerider. Yeah, damn right, mate. I just didn't want to see Gregors get through, so I thought I'd put a curse on him, put a hex on him, like, you know. I'm just kidding.
I've had that curse before in a few races, but it's not nice.
Well, I tell you what, mate. I remember... what was it? A couple of races ago, couple of 3 races back. I think it was Ash Rainbow. Tried to do a strat call during I think it was Q1, and he only got through by like a 1,000th of a second because he retired in like P4, but he just kept on getting knocked down the leaderboard, and it was so funny at the end. I almost wished him to be knocked out of qualifying, like, because I'm just vindictive like that. But anyways, let's give you a rundown. Rufio then. Quickest 28 flat. Kevin Annihilator, Mantis, Grit, It's Your Mum, PRS Railroad, Dragoon, Telfy, good qualified from there, from Telfy in Q1. Break K, Mini Ken, Helking, Tomo, Spider, Ice Fox, and Bonta Bullets, and Wet Rebster safely through to Q2. Raids Quit in the shock. Shaggy also surprisingly out of Q1. Freerider, Gregors, and Oldman also out of Q1, ladies and gents. And yeah, well, I was mentioning about Thomas D, of course. He's vacated that Ferrari seat, and Spider Jr., that's Roch Jr., has taken that spot. I know Breakaway shouldn't be there, but the stewards. I mean, what do we do? Do we disqualify him, Roland? It's your call, mate. He knows he was tagged for a Q ban. Roland's just piped up in the chat there. The stewards need to get on top of that to decide what you're going to do. He needs to be disqualified. He does need to be disqualified. Can you possibly put a message up in the Div 3 chat, mate? For Breakaway, he needs to retire his car and leave the session. We're making the call. He's to be disqualified. I don't want him racing tonight. In case he causes, it's in case also he causes an incident as well. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Completely understand.
Yeah. What we'll do, ladies and gents, if he doesn't leave the session, we'll get the lobby restarted for the race itself, and he just won't get an invite. I think that's probably the safest way if he doesn't leave the session. We will restart. Okay. Right, what we're going to do, ladies and gents, get some league tables up for you, shall we?
Mate, what the fuck?
Okay, there are the standings going into round number 11, ladies and gents. Gritmaster has been on an amazing run of form. I think it's 3 or 4 race wins on the bounce, leading the championship in 176 points with a 30-point cush over Kevin Arlater. And then we've got Skin Shaggy having a great season in P3, Venom's P4, Rate Quit 5, and then Rowan 6. Thomas D is still classified as P7 in the championship, but of course he won't score any more points because he's not here anymore. And then Itchamum, Riffio, and Wayne Hammer, who's away getting drunk at Centre Parks this week. That rounds up your top 10 in the Drivers' Championship. Wish me luck, says Spider. Okay, yeah, I wish you luck, but it's going to be bad luck, mate. I hope you DNF lap 1. Just kidding, Spider. I'm not that mean. Hope you do well, mate. Go well tonight. All right, let's go trackside. Okay, got a gaggle of cars out on pushes. Looks like we've got one of the McLarens for... It's going to be Itcham. I'm going to start a push lap, so we'll jump on board with Ben. Now, interestingly enough, it's wet in Q2, so if it stays wet, ladies and gents, they will have a free tyre choice for the start of the race. As we jump on board with Ben, and he starts now making his way this long run up towards turn 1, ladies and gents. Absolute full beans. He's got to try and pick his braking spot about 150 metres as it's a bit damp. Can he slow the car down to Retophilia? Yes, he can. Rolls it through turn 2. And yes, takes a nice wide line there. Gets on the power nice and early. Short shifting to get the traction out of the corner as he makes his way now down the Curva Grande. Again, he'll be looking to go full beans all the way down here. And then probably move to the right-hand side of the track and pick his braking spot for the De La Rocha chicane. Again, it's all about slowing that car down, which he does actually quite nicely. And then back on the power, the short run up to the Lesmos. Lesmo 1. Rolls the car through using quite a lot of the curb. He's drifted wide on the outside, and that's going to cause him a problem. He's lost a lot of time there. Comes through Lesmo 2. Back on the power. No DRS, of course, as it's wet. Absolutely Oldman. Turn 1 at Monza is never pretty. I remember when Dark Rider absolutely anally violated me at Turn 1 in the league race a few seasons ago. And, you know, he came from like a million miles back. I felt like I'd been shagged by a freight train. It was that sore. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. Here comes Itchamam. Down towards Parabolica. Rolls the car through. Let's see how he gets on.
A bit hesitant with the throttle there, but he was losing the rear a bit, but up to the line.
130 for his first run. Was that a scrub set? No, it was a new set. Okay, let's pick a car, mate, for some comms for you. I want you to call a lap.
We can't tell if these are used or new, but I think that was on a scrub set.
You can on telemetry, mate. That's the one beautiful thing about telemetry. Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting you've got telemetry.
Yeah. Yeah, these looks like they're all new sets, mate. Well, certainly on the cars I've seen go through so far. Hail King Tomo fastest 28.544. Spider Jr. has invalidated. We'll jump on board with Kevin I later. Let's see how he gets on.
Through the parabolic.
Parabolics, yeah. On the power. This looks pretty tidy actually from Kev. Yeah, there you go. 28.2, mate. Yeah. Good banker.
Yep.
Oh, Bonta's facing the wrong way. You can't park there, son. Mini Ken. Just rolling through now. I'll have a quick catch up with the Chitty chat chat. Mini Ken, this again also looks a pretty tidy lap from Mini Ken. He's invalidated. Oh, that's a really rookie error. You know, as you come out of a parabolic, you try and hug the pit wall. It's got like the optimal straight line.
He's went across
over
the white line. Yeah,
he's drifted over the pit line. That's a rookie mistake. It really is. Okay, Spider Junior's on a hot lap, mate. Jump on board a Spider and call this lap.
Well, coming up to the second chicane, entry line pretty decent. Just carries way too much speed, unfortunately, into it. Out towards Lesmo 1. Hogs the apex nicely, doesn't go too far wide. And into Lesmo 2. It's pretty good again. And then down the second of the 2 DRS straights, not currently active due to the weather conditions. And up to the scary chicane. You can cut that inside quite a bit, but he keeps it safe. Brake corner speed, keeps it just within bounds. And down another long straight. And into Parabolica he comes. Keeps it nice and tidy. No loses in the rear end, up towards the line. And goes P5 on a 28.3.
Absolutely good call there, mate. Good lap. Zimmer, old man, did mention in the chat, how did he not invalidate that at De La Roger? But it's the fact that he lifted off and didn't gain the advantage. He slowed right down, so the game did not invalidate him, which I think is fair enough. He didn't gain an advantage. If he'd gained an advantage, we'd have been straight into the Discord chat and said, you need to back off right now. Grit's on a push at the moment, just going through the Ascari bends, second part of the chicane. It's looking tidy for Grit, looking resplendent in the AlphaTauri, making his way down this long back straight towards the Michele Alboreto curve, aka Parabolica, aka Parabolics, and rolls it through quite nicely. This is looking quick actually from Grit. Could be into the 27s. Yeah. 28.261. Looking good from the McLarens, yeah, look at that. 27.8s for Mantis and Ichiman. Both doing rather well. Mini Ken's just coming down towards the Ascari bends. Roland's about to come through. Quickest.
Oh, wow.
27.790. Screenshot that, ladies and gents. Take a clip. We've got a hat in P1. Wow. Wow. They say that art imitates real life. Not in this case, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely not.
I mean, I'm not saying the Haas is so slow, but it is so slow, it gets lapped during qualifying. You know what I'm saying? Alright, Mini Ken. Ooh, tiny, 28.139. Ah, look at this, Dave the Rave on a push. A.K.A. Mr. Icefox. We call him Dave the Rave. No idea why. It was coined. His name was coined for him about 6 seasons ago by a commentator. He doesn't commentate anymore here, and he just started calling him Dave the Rave for some reason, and it's stuck. So Ice Fox is Dave the Rave.
It looks like she came very nicely there.
Yep, just rolling it through. That's quite a tidy line. He's actually trying to get some heat into those tyres. I wonder if he's actually not pushing this lap because he's weaving from side to side.
Could be a preparation mark.
It's either that or he's been on the old Quattro again, like, you know what I mean? He's a bit tanked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not deploying any ERS, so he's definitely on a warm-up lap.
Okay, we're going to jump off him. We're going to go on board with Stealthy Telfy. He's making his way out through Curva Grande. Mantis goes quicker again. 27.395.
This track's improving very quick. I think we may see drives maybe towards the end of the session, maybe in Q3.
I'd love to see dry before the end of Q2, mate, to really spice it up and to make the drivers think about the tyre choice, because at the moment they are getting a free tyre choice for the race start with the rules that we've imposed this season. But Stealthy Telfy looking quite good. The reason why we call him Stealthy Telfy, Harry, by the way, is the fact that he's the only guy I know who can play PUBG, camp in a bush, and get a chicken dinner without actually firing a shot. So we call him Stealthy Telfy. Oh dear.
Spider's just jumped up to P3 there on a 27.6.
Ooh, nice lap. He actually did that. It's true. He actually got a chicken dinner in PUBG, camping in the bush without firing a shot. It's true, mate. P11. Let's jump on board the Bristolian ball basher, Mr. Dragoon, currently down. Hasn't set a lap time yet. Of course, he's had a bad run of form recently. One of the pre-season championship favourites. Oh, he's invalidated. I tell you what, I don't know if you were on board with Dragoon. That seemed a bit harsh. He didn't seem to be cutting that too much.
Yeah, I find this game in wet or dry conditions, the track limits change, especially on corners like that. But you just have to live with what the game does, unfortunately.
Yeah, indeed. Don't forget, of course, ladies and gents, there is 2 TIR streams going tonight. We've got the World Series, the Assist 2s, that are currently over on Sato's channel. Sato and Kenzie are calling that one. Oh, someone spun there at Parabolic, I just noticed that. And TIR, of course, in action tonight with Smeggy and Cobb driving. Ice Fox is only P12. Bonta Bullet is on a push as well. Dragoon has gone again. Just making his way down towards the Ascari Benz. Oh yeah, Jakey G says Ice Fox, Dave the Wraith, aka the same guy who sideswiped beer and kebab at Brazil many seasons ago. Yes, it cost me a freaking race win. 2 laps to go. I'm in the Pink Force India going into turn 1, and he torpedoed me, Harry, at about 160 miles an hour into the Santa S's, and then said, "I didn't see you there." It's a fucking pink car. He says, "I didn't see you."
I missed that car. I love driving that car. Bonta goes P10 on a 28.4.
It was a good car, mate. But he actually said he couldn't see it. I mean, it's a bloody great fluorescent pink car. What part of that car can you not see?
Oh no.
You know? Oh, crazy, mate. Yeah, and I was on for the win, mate, with 2 laps to go, but he just destroyed me. Good old Dave. All right, here comes Dragoon. Can he finally get a set of lap time? 28.488. He's going to be well inside that. Quickest.
There you go.
Ice Fox, talking about Dave the Wraith, here he is. Ice Fox coming around the final corner. And again, somebody's gone wide at Parabolica. The track is starting to evolve a little bit now. It's definitely getting quicker. And Ice Fox goes P8 with a 27.939. So the cut-off at the moment is a 28 flat. Is anybody going to get inside that? Helking Tomo was down at his Sector 2 split. Has he found time in the final sector? He has, but it's not enough. It's P12. He can go again.
Into 3/10 up in the middle sector. Spider jumps up to P2 and the 27.2. Nice.
Just watching Bonta go through now.
Only just improves to P12, but definitely needs to go again.
He is going to go again, yeah. Helking Tomo's gone again. 4/10 down there at Sector 1. He's got to find a lot of time now if he's going to get through. Okay, Rufio, yeah, roger that. Just spotted that in the chat. No problems, mate. That's just, we'll just disqualify you. Just kidding, mate. Just kidding. You'd have to reset the track, mate. Of course, my co-comms is also a steward, so that's going to be 2 qualifying bans actually now. Now we've both spotted it. Just kidding. Just kidding, Rufio. We love you. Well, somebody's got her. All right. Helking Tomo then, making his way down towards Parabolica. Currently well down at the moment. He needs to have an amazing final sector. Can he find the 4/10 plus that he needs to get inside the top 10? Keep an eye on the target time. And it's not enough. He's actually down on his previous lap time. Bonta's not on a push. Mini Kent's just started a push, I think. Rufio has just started a push lap as well. Rebster has invalidated, and he has got time to go again. So I'm going to go with. Is that right for Bonta? Yeah, Bonta's about to start a push, I think. So we're going to go with Mini Ken, just coming to the De La Rocha chicane. He's a 10.5 up in the first sector, which is about what he needs. Needs to...
Wrist sliding coming out of that chicane there.
Yeah. Has he lost too much time? Oldman, yeah, he's gone very wide there. I don't think he's going to have time to get back, though. It's do or die for him. He's just got to keep going.
Yep.
Alban says, weather for me was wet qualifying and dry race. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mini Ken's 8 tenths down. I don't think he's going to pull that out in the middle of the last sector, sorry.
He's not. No. Eyes now on Helking Tomo. He's the one guy that can cause some damage here. He's on a push. Let's see what he's got. He was down at sector 1, but has he found a bit of time in the second and third sectors of the track? Look, he's got some traffic there just staying out of the way. Don't think it impeded him there. Back on the power. Target time to 28.0, but Rifio is on track as well, and he's outside, so he's out of qualifying, and I think that's it. Rifio can just park. I don't think Mini Ken can go again. No, Rifio can just park up. He did actually. I don't know why he's still going. Actually, doesn't need to. Itchamum's up on his time.
Yep, 3 tenths up.
Alban in the chat says, me being in a Red Bull, I'm just hoping Christian doesn't send me any naughty pictures. Yeah, it's a rumour, mate. He's been caught out sending dick pics or something.
Well, I saw the allegation, but I didn't actually know what the allegation was about.
Apparently that was it, mate.
Spiders left the session.
Okay, I think Ben's just going for another push to get himself further up the grid. Goes P3, the 27.276. His teammate has backed out, so we are done now in Q2, ladies and gents. Yeah, apparently that's the allegation. I hope it's not true, because I mean, I know Christian Horner doesn't exactly endear himself sometimes to the public, but I just don't want anything to I don't want people to be doing naughty things like that, Harry, you know what I mean? It's just no need for it. Okay, let's give you a rundown of Q2, ladies and gents. So, Dragoon having a good qualifying session so far, fastest in Q2, joined by Spider Jr. Is 2/1000th of a second quicker than Itchamum in 3. His mum's teammate Mantis in 4, Kevin I to 5, Grit 6, Roland 7, Icefox 8, Webster 9, and Riffier 10. Those are your drivers going through the Q3, the top 10 shootout, ladies and gents. And dropping out of qualifying, Mini Ken, Bonta Bullets, Helking Tomo, Stealthy Telfy, and of course Breakay has been disqualified. And he has been shown the proof of where he was tagged and didn't see it. And hate to say it, but it's not our fault if people don't read the Discord when they're tagged. What are we there's not a lot more we can do. What we do? Supposed to come around your house and knock on your door and say, sorry mate, you're being disqualified. You've got a key ban. There's not a lot we can do. Alright, so we're going to roll through the Q3. Freerider being very what's the word? Cynical in the chat, saying it's Red Bull's way of getting in the media. It's all been about Ferrari and Mercedes, and Red Bull feel left out. So what Freerider is saying in a very cynical way is that Red Bull have actually embellished the story just to get some media attention. Okay, interesting.
I don't buy that.
No, that sounds like a bit. That sounds like a tinfoil hat YouTube conspiracy kind of video type thing.
Yeah, they're going to have more media at the minute because obviously they've won the last 2 Drivers' and Constructors' Championships together, so they're going to be high in the news about that. Obviously, Mercedes and Ferrari will still be in the news at the same point as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they're trying to improve their cars to try and beat Red Bull, because they're the Red Bull's closest competitors.
Absolutely. I mean, Telfy's just come up with another conspiracy saying who would want his manky ginger pubes on a photo? That's some seriously unsolicited nonsense. Oh my god.
I don't know
Telfy.
I don't know why would you even say that.
Telfy. Jeez. Oh man. And I'm reading this stuff out as well. I hope I'm not going to suddenly get a cease and desist ban from Twitch or something, like a letter from Red Bull. Oh my days. So another wet qualifying, ladies and gents. Looks like it's going to be wet all the way through Q3. So drivers are certainly getting their a fair amount of experience.
Enough is enough.
Oh, sound alert!
I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Thanks, Jace. Yeah, they're certainly getting plenty of track time on the intermediates during this qualifying. There's been sort of 11, 12 laps for most of these guys on intermediate tyres. But Dragoon just making his way through. He's not the lead car. I imagine it's your mum. Yes, of course it is. He likes to go first. Oh my God, what's Telfie written now? Oh my, Telfie, you can't say that. Telfie says regarding Christian Horner, I bet he has he has wee raisin balls, put loads of skin for them. He's a rat. Jesus Christ. Disclaimer, right, to anyone from Red Bull watching, the views of my chat do not necessarily correspond to my personal views, and I need that disclaimer in. You know what I mean? Oh, mate. Skin Shaggy says, or eat Baldy. Who are you talking to, you dinosaur? Look at his lovely hair. Look at his lovely hair. It looks wonderful. And Telfie's now saying, oh my God, naked mole rat selfies and a Red Bull helmet. Jesus Christ. I'm stopping. I'm not going to read the chat anymore. It's your mum's on a push. Making his way through the Lesmos. His teammate, I think, is going to give him a nice little tow in a minute, actually. Mantis is just ahead of him coming down to the Ascari Bends. And I think he might well slow down this second part of the back straight and give his teammate a nice little tow here. Yeah, I think he's...
No, I don't think he's backing off.
No, he's not. He's like, stuff you, mate. No chance. I thought you might have waited for him, though. Like, you know what I mean? Matty, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Anyway, here comes Ben in this first run. Brand new set of intermediate tyres. This is a quick lap. 27.726, ladies and gents. We've got Dragoon coming through. 28 flat for Grit. Dragoon on a scrub set goes P2, 26.892. That was a scrub set of tyres on that car as well. Rebster goes P3, 27.723. Kevin Annihilator taking that short run down to the start-finish line, 127.638. He goes P3 about... I think some of these guys, they're on scrub sets at the moment. Spider, though, is on the new set from Spider. This doesn't look that quick on this first run, 129.229. P6. Mantis is on a push. He's on a fresh set. Roland's on a scrub set, possibly. Yeah, I think Roland's on a scrub. Don't forget, of course, guys, if you wonder why we're saying scrub sets, if you're new to Formula 1, that means a tyre set that's already been used tonight. And you can see on Bielemetry, where you've got the car icon, but it has a 0 next to the tyre. That's the percentage of tyre wear. And as you can see, Roland there is running a scrub set because he does quite high tyre wear. Anyways, back on board in Mantis, there's a 57.712 Sector 2 split, which is very competitive. Rolls the car through Parabolica. And then, Jesus Christ, Oldman, I've just seen what you've written in the chat. Holy crap, you can't say that. Here comes, this is a quick lap from Mantis. Goes P2, 26.882. It's a tidy lap. Roland, the Flying Dutchman, 59.112, about a second off the pace. In fact, more than a second off the pace. I think he might have made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, Dragoon's on a Parabolica.
Yep, just seen his car there on the left-hand side. Roland goes in his first run, 28.081, puts with a P7. Just seeing if anyone else is going for a push. I think a lot of the guys are going to be doing warm-down laps now, or pitting.
Ruffio just about to start a lap.
Okay.
He's coming down to Parabolica.
Let's jump on board with Ruff. Oldman says, I didn't take you as a spitter, Matty. Jesus Christ, Oldman. You've just taken the level of chat, which is already pretty low. You know, that line in the sand, and it's just gone through the floor, mate.
Yep.
You know. Anyways, Ruff then is on a push at the moment. The Sol Williams in Q3. Now, Ruffio, he's a good driver. And I think he's going to be. I think he's disappointed with this championship season so far. Again, he's one of the drivers that was pre-season in high contention, but it's not quite worked for him so far this season. But there's still like 5 rounds to go, so there's still a lot of points up for grabs. It's like yourself, mate. I mean, you're in with a real shout now. The Elite Tier Championship, aren't you? Oh, Grit goes fastest.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, that's a big jump. Yeah, like before the Elite Tiers got merged, like it was already just a fight between myself and Blacy, but now this combined, it's like a 5-6 way fight for the championship now. So
Yeah, it's looking good. That Zandvoort race last week was awesome, mate. I mean, seeing you got Bingley in there, a brutal, of course, Gauzy, Skeefy. I mean, there's a lot of guys who are going to be pushing.
definitely.
It's what, in hindsight, it's what I should have done at the start of the season, is just put you guys in that one tier, and But we know, sometimes you got to experiment, you got to try new things.
Exactly.
Ruff goes P5 with the 27.565. Let's have a look at Dave the Rave, who's not. Oh, no, he's not pushing. Spider Junior is just starting a push lap. Webster was down at sector 1. Interestingly enough, Itchamum has switched to softs. Well, he's not out on track yet, but in the pits he's changed his tyre choice to soft compound tyres. Surely
Could be getting close to it.
Yeah.
Mantis is coming down to the Parabolica. He was just under 2/10 up on his time.
Oh, you're right. Okay, he's got to find half a second in total to challenge Grit on board of Mantis now. What can he do? Still a little bit of time left in queue. Keeping an eye on the target time to 1:26.603, so that puts him into P2. So it's looking tidy at the moment for McLaren's in qualifying. Webster's made a mistake in sector 2 and he's now down. Spider is on a push. Found 4/10 in 4/10 in sector 1. Let's see how he gets on. Got some traffic ahead, just stays nicely out of the way. He makes his way down this long back straight towards the Ascari bends. He's backed out, mate. He's backed out. He's lost time in sector 2, so he's backed out the lap. Ice Fox is prepping for a lap as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we've got the final runs happening now, ladies and gents. We've got cars coming into the pits, prepping for that final run. Rufio's prepping. Spider's prepping as well, as is Ice Fox. Ice Fox has overtaken him, so Ice Fox looks like he's going to be the first car on a push. So it could well be his final run. 3 minutes left in queue, ladies and gents, and here goes Ice Fox then on his final, quite possibly his final run. ERS is being deployed, so he makes his way down towards the Retifilia chicane, turns 1 and 2. Got to try and slow that car down. Dropping down to first gear just purely in the wet so you can get the rotation going through those tyres, and then short shifting through the gearbox to get the traction to stop those rear tyres from lighting up. So he makes his way now through the Curva Grande down towards the Della Rosa chicane, keeping on his sector 1 split, way up at his previous time, but he of course he wasn't pushing. It slows the car down nicely through the Della Rosa chicane. Short run down to Lesmo 1, this 90-degree long right-hander, rolls it through in 4th gear, just over 100 miles an hour, down towards Lesmo 2, slightly tighter approach, and then allow the car to drift out wide on the exit, using all that exit curb, back on the power. Of course, this will be DRS in the race. You can see some overtaking here in the race on the run down to the Ascari bends. And here he comes now, he's got to try and pick his braking spot, throw the car in left, and again, as Harrison said earlier, aggressive use of the curbs is what is needed. You can find so much time if you really do straddle those curbs. And this is looking a pretty tidy lap so far from Ice Fox. Just rolls the car through. A little bit wide there, but I think he's just trying to get the traction through. Grit's retired. He's happy with his time. Here comes Dave. What's he done? It's P7. That's as far as up as he's going to get. Who's on the push at the moment? We've got
Spider coming out the front. He's on out lap, just starting his lap.
Yeah, we've got Mantis, I think. Yeah, Mantis. 2/10 up, sector 2, mate. Is Grit in trouble? Because Grit's retired. He reckoned his time was good.
Yeah, I think he's made the mistake that I made back in Austria a few weeks ago in Q3.
He did find time, but not enough. Okay, Rufio's down. He's not improving. Kev's just started to push.
Laro's next, 1.2 seconds up.
This could put him in for a mid to high 26 here. This could be a very good lap. The Itchamums has come out on the soft compound tyres, by the way.
That's interesting. P4
for Roland, 26.976. That's a good improvement. Rufio, I don't think he's on an improvement lap here. No, he's down. That's it for Rufio. Kevin Annihilator is up. Ice Fox is well down in his time. Webster's down. Spider's down. So we'll jump on board with Kevin Annihilator.
Yep, just on the 2/10 up in first sector. So see what his second split is.
Oh, Jakey, I'm not being roasted, mate. I've just seen the chat. I mean, Shaggy's trying to give it the Bertie Big bollocks. Oh, Sandler.
A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent.
Yeah, I see what Shaggy's put. I mean, let's face it. How can Shaggy talk? I mean, you know, you've seen the film Alien, yeah? They modelled Alien on his face, and the Shaggy is so skinny. When he turns around to the side, he actually breaks reality and becomes two-dimensional. He disappears. You know what I mean? Here comes Kevin Annihilator. This is a quick lap. Goes P4 with a 26.520. Tidy lap. Roland is down on his time. He's not improving. Ice Fox is up. Webster and Spider Junior is on another push. So we'll jump on board with Ice Fox.
Yeah, I've seen you on this showing up improving. Actually, Ruffio was slightly up in the first sector as well.
Shaggy's just jealous because I've got hair and he hasn't. Actually, Shaggy's jealous because I've got muscle and body mass and he hasn't. You know. Gandhi, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. Zimmer Frame replies to Shaggy saying, why do you think he's got the sunglasses on to help the glare of the monitor? Congratulations, old man. The quickest rehiring and refiring in TIR's history. Goodbye. What has Dave the Rave got in the tank? Can he get this further up the grid?
Just ahead of him.
He's...
Ruffio goes to P6 and Icefox stays where he is.
He found 8/10, mate, but it's only good enough for P8. 26.831. I think, ladies and gents, unless Spider can do something here. Spider. Yes, he did improve. Didn't see where, but he did.
I think
definitely improve.
He moved up to 9th.
Moved up to 9th. Okay, so that's Q done, ladies and gents. Let's give you a rundown then. So Grit takes pole. I tell you what, he's just exuding confidence because he actually retired like with 6 minutes to go in that session. He's like, I've done enough, boys. You're not going to beat this time. 26.123 pole position. Dragoon joins him on the front row. Nosebleed territory for Dragoon. He hasn't been this high since, well, the last time he smoked crack cocaine, probably. Mantis and Kevin Annihilator on row 2. Itchamum and Ruffio on row 3. Roland and Ice Fox row 4. And Spider Junior and Rebster on row 5. Of course, we've been told it's going to be a dry, at least a dry start to the race. So, of course, they will have a free tyre choice. I mean, ideally, mate, what do you think's a tyre strat for this particular circuit?
Sorry, what was that?
Hang on, let me just go to the command centre a minute. What do you think is the right tyre strat for this, considering these guys have got a free tyre choice, so they're going to be on whatever compound they like?
Well, like, it depends on where you're starting on the grid, to be honest. Like, if you're starting at the front, you want to probably either go the softs or the mediums, or if you're close to the back, you want to go on the hards or the mediums. But like, if you go on the softs or the hards, you kind of open your strategy up a lot more than you would do if you start on the medium.
Yeah, exactly. You do have options, don't you? You can go long, you can go softs. You can if you can go mediums if you just want to be conservative. I suppose the only issue, of course, for guys who start on the hards is their strategies can be knackered if you get like a safety car for the, say, laps 5 till 8 or 5 till 10. That's when it can throw up a few curveballs if you do start on hot tyres. But I agree with you. It is the right tyre choice, I think, to be on. Particularly like back 10 or something.
Yeah, like obviously with that, the safety car you were saying about coming around those laps, like if, just to say, if I pitted off the hards and went to do like a 2-stop on the mediums, like if I had the pace to get through the field, gain that stop back and get back through, then it's worth taking that risk to do that strategy. Yeah.
Monza's a pretty quick pit stop, isn't it? It's pretty, because you've got a very close, it's like Bahrain, isn't it? You've got a very close approach.
Yeah, it's a high pit stop time because of the speed that you go past the pits basically. Yeah. As like other tracks you've got, like Monaco, for example, like that's quite a slow corners at either end of the. Well,
but I think actually it's fair to say in Monaco you can actually go faster in the pit lane in Monaco than what you can actually do on the circuit. That's what most people find anyway. It's like I found pace when I went into the pits. You know what I mean? Jeez. Okay, let's take just a quick reminder, ladies and gents. I'm going to bring up the old kebab pad. We'll take a quick reminder of the standings going into tonight's race. Okay, and there you go, just on the screen there, quick reminder of what's occurring. Gripmaster, currently championship leader on 176 points, so he's going for, I think, his fifth race win in a row, I think. He's been absolutely flying. Kevin Eilater there in P2, then the two-dimensional Skin Shaggy in P3. Venoms, of course, is no longer able to race this season. Of course, he was the pre-season favourite and was well. He's missed the last 5 races now, and it just shows what a difference he can make. He's dropped down to P4 in the championship race, quit in 5. Roland 6. The absent, no longer here. Thomas D 7. Itchamum 8. Rufio 9. Wayne Hammer in 10. Over the constructors, McLaren have the lead there. AlphaTauri in P2, followed closely by Aston Martin, and then all the way down to Mercedes, who are having a bit of a season to forget. Last in the championship at the moment, won 128 points. That's the constructors. Okay, chat. What do you think? Who's going to win this tonight? Who have you got down as your favourites? Let's have a little. Let's have a bit of interaction from you guys. Who do you think is going to do the bizzo tonight? Okay, Roland. I'm not saying you're terrible at the moment, but you're the only Dutchman in the race, and even you wouldn't get the best Dutchman award. Sorry, mate. What can I say? Spider Junior says Grit is going to win. Spider, you're racing. You're not supposed to say stuff like that. You're supposed to say I'm going to kick his ass. Come on, you got to be exuberant. Roland's just gone wow. Yeah, beer and kebabs in burn mode tonight, mate. Jakey G is going for Spider to win tonight. What about something different? What about Mantis? One of the two McLarens. The McLarens are looking good, certainly looking good in the wet. That's for sure. How good are they going to be?
Fast in the wet, to be fast in the dry, though.
Well, this is it. And qualifying's for show. The race is for dough. Do you know what I mean? You know. Roland's gone down for Bonta to win the race. Yeah, I think Roland's been on those Jamaican Woodbine wacky backy in Holland again with that kind of that kind of prediction. He is joking. Old man, the chances I'm hoping to make it past turn 1. You're hoping for a bit, aren't you, mate? You won't even get to turn 1. Yeah.
What I find in general league racing now, not I wouldn't say like mainly in the lower tiers, but across like all tiers and most leagues, that a lot of drivers think lap 1 is where you mostly gain positions. You're absolutely wrong in that aspect. You gain positions throughout the race through strategy calls, through absolute perfect overtaking. Lap 1 is just to get the race started and get through the first corner cleanly.
Totally agree. And I tell you what, chat, guys watching at home, that's perfect wisdom there from Harrison. He knows what he's talking about. He's an elite tier driver, he's an esports driver, he's driven for quite a few teams. He knows his shit. You know what I'm saying? So wise words. Yes, so Dark Rider, if you watch him, mate, you don't have to dive bomb beer and kebab into turn 1 and spit roast him. You know what I mean? Right, formation lap is on. Yep, they have the formation up in tier 3, mate. They're professionals, mate, and it works. It does work. I keep on telling the divisional admins to put the formation lap on for the other divisions, but they never listen to me, mate. You know what I mean? No one listens to me. You know, I might just not be here. Let's pack up and go home. Right, got some Cody's telemetry on the screen. There are your tyre strats, and as expected, we have got all 3 dry, slick tyre compounds on display, and as Harrison predicted correctly, the hard tyre runners are in the bottom sort of half of the field. Helking, Tomo, Telfy and Greg is opting for the hard compound tyres. At the front, you've got Grit and Dragoon. They're going for pace, early doors, soft tyres on those cars. And then we've got split strategies from the McLarens. You've got Mantis and P3 opting for the medium tyres. Itch and Mum opting for the softs. Kevin Eilater in the Red Bull opting for the medium. So I think Itch and Mum will try and get the jump on Kevin Eilater at the start. And then I think the McLarens will be looking for some team play there where he'll get past Mantis and then use Mantis as a blocking car in an ideal world. But we'll have to wait and see.
But they also have to be careful of any safety car that comes out, because if they're close together, one driver will have to drop places because of the double stack.
Absolutely. APS, we're going to get the full... I'm going to put a decree out, actually, on the server. We're going to have formation lap on for every single race from now on. We'll get that sorted. And the sound alert's not working for some reason. The blurb sound thing's not been working properly for some time, and I don't know why. It is what it is. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Okay, I'm going to shout out some new follows as well. Susie Greaves and Roch's Girl, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. All right, so we're about to get underway, and Grit's going to be actually on in his pit box for his grid box for some time, because the final cars are only just coming up to Parabolica.
Yeah, but as soon as you stop on the grid, the game locks your temperature in, so you don't lose any tyre temperature. Which it does do that. I wish it didn't.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it does.
So I used to love winding people up. If I got dumped out of Q1, mate, I would still be going through Lesmo 2 right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, but here we go, ladies and gents. The final car's just moving up into the pit slots. It's Albon. We're about to get underway. Watch for the lights, ladies and gents. Watch for the lights. And it is showtime! Grit gets a good launch, but Dragoon's going to come alongside and coming down towards turn 1. Then we've got about 3 or 4 cars abreast. Is Dragoon going to get the run down to turn 1 under braking? I think he has. Dragoon takes the lead, but he's gone deep. He's taken evasive action. He's going to have to yield that position, and he's got a penalty as well, and he must yield that position, which he has done.
Does.
Yeah, Kevin Eilert has gone through as well. Dragoon then drops to 3 and gets a penalty. Itchamums did not get the start he wanted. He's dropped 3 positions at the start as they make their way down through the Curva Grande, down towards the Della Roger chicane. We've got the telemetry on yet, all good so far. As they go through, I'm just looking for any crashes at the back. So far, mate, it looks relatively good. We've got Breakay's AI there, of course, so that'll be getting out of the way of the drivers soon. But Grit got a perfect start. Kevin Eilert now in P2 as Dragoon picked up that time penalty and had to yield. And Dragoon's going to be furious. He's going to go for a run up the inside, though, and Kevin Eilert up towards the Ascari bends. But Kevin just covers him off. Dragoon just backs out on that one.
Yeah, it's slightly deep into...
He did. But Itchamum just got a lovely run there on Rufio through the Ascari bends. Has got that job done, just leaning on the extra grip on those tyres. And makes his way up to P5. We've got a Ferrari there of Spider getting close to the back of PRS Roro. Some movement there in the midfield there as Telfy's going side by side with Hell King Tomo. Has someone got some damage there? Looks a bit... maybe not. Look like
I think Dragoon may have light wing damage because he went very wide at Parabolica.
He's in a dragster race at the moment with Mantis coming down through turn 1. A little bit of contact. But Mantis is through. Hell King Tomo has got bomb to bullets. Hell King Tomo looks to have lit up those hard tyres quite nicely. Oh, we've got some contact at the back.
Yeah, Bonta and Mini Ken, I think it was, had a contact.
Okay. But a relatively clean start, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you what, Grit is off and running. He's doing exactly what he needs to do on those soft compound tyres. He's opened up a 1.4 second advantage. Of course, DRS kicks in on the next lap, mate, guys, at this particular part of the track on the exit of Lesmo 2. Mini Ken has damage, apparently. I'll check that on telemetry in a minute. In fact, we've got Itchamum all over the back of Dragoon going side by side. Dragoon has to defend on the inside towards Ascari. Is Mum going to go for a switchback? He might get a really good exit here, though, out of the Ascari. Not quite close enough. This should be a DRS run down here, down towards Parabolica. It really should.
Parabolica's not really much of a braking zone into it, though.
Yeah.
That's probably why they've done it for safety.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, Curva Grande, turn 3, is that too much of a bend for DRS, do you think?
No, because what's Turkey? I forget the Istanbul track. That the bloody DRS straight along the back straight. That's a curved straight, and there's DRS through that straight. So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it around that cut.
It would make sense and use that strong braking point into Delaroche chicane. It would make a lot of sense to have DRS there.
It would.
Mini Ken does have damage, by the way. He's got yellow end plate damage, front right.
He's just gone off through the escape road at turn 1.
I think he's going to need to come in and pit, I think, because that's going to really hamper him on this track. Okay, Grit has got the gap now up to nearly 2 seconds. DRS is enabled. The 2 soft runners are stuck behind the medium runners at the front there, Dragoon and Itchamum. They're looking to try and find a way of getting past. PRS Roro has got done Spider. Spider's made a mistake. and Roland is through up to P8 in the Haas. Hell King Tomo has just absolutely blitzed past Stealthy Delphi with the DRS, and he is. He has made his way up.
There.
Yeah, indeed, absolutely. Now here comes Dragoon. Ishimam has dropped out of DRS range on his teammate. That's not good news for Mum, but he gets a really good exit out of Parabolica. Got fantastic traction through there. Gained about 5 car lengths to Dragoon, and looks like he's going to keep him. Or is he? Here comes Dragoon. He's going to come up. Look at the overspeed. Is he going to go late on the brakes into turn 1? No, decides to back out of that one and live to fight another day. Probably a wise move there. Otherwise, we'd have seen another Verstappen Hamilton moment there. But all safely through. Jamie, how you doing, man? Thanks for the raid, brother. Hope the esports stream went well. The GOAT, Mr. Jamie Rose, the second best commentator to come out of Devon. Second best, I hasten to add. Williams Racing, hi. Jim, how you doing, fella? Good to see you, my friend. Hope life's treating you well, mate. We're here, TIR Tier 3, around Monza, the Italian Grand Prix at the Temple of Speed. Grit is your race leader from Kevin Arlater in 2. Then we've got the two, Mercedes, the two McLaren drivers of Mantis and Itchamam. I think he's going to be looking for a way through. Oh, Rifio and Dragoon! Oh, that's brave. And he's done it.
Very brave. I think Dragoon's got wing damage.
Yeah. Let's just jump on his car. Left front end plate damage, like green, mate.
Yeah.
And Ice Fox is going to have a run at Rifio here. Doesn't even need the DRS. He's just absolutely blitz past. It's like, sayonara, bye-bye now. See you later.
Here comes Dragoon again.
He's not giving up, is he?
No, he's not.
The Bristolian ball basher.
Oh. Ice Fox went straight on at turn 2.
Ooh. Oh, there he is. Ice Fox was standing in for Wayne Hammer tonight.
Roro going round the outside.
And Rifio's going to have a run here, but Dragoon goes defensive as come in, and there goes Roro. Late on the brakes in towards the Della Rossi chicane. Gets the job done. Nicely done by Roland, up to P6. Let's flick it back onto the broadcast cameras they filtered for the first of the Lesmos.
Kevin's brought that gap down to Grit.
Oh, sorry, Jim. I did. Jim, apparently you were Cornish nonce, says Rose. I mean, you know, me and Jamie are the best two comms out of Devon. It's no comparison. Anyways, there was some movement there. I think it was Dragoon. Was that Dragoon getting past Roland? I'm not too sure who that was. Or Spider.
I think it was.
Plymouth. Viva Plymouth, says Jim. Plymouth Argyle. What a shit football team they are. Jesus Christ. There's only one good team in Devon, and they're non-league Torquay United. Of course, in Football Manager, I've taken Torquay United to Champions League success. You know, because I'm a goddamn Football Manager goat.
Dragoon and Ruffy are still
look at this. They are. Look at this side by side going into the Curva Grande. Oh my goodness, mate! They're swapping spit here, mate. They're that close. But Rufio looks like as he sealed the deal, Dragoon's going to look to the inside. Rufio covers him off as he comes in towards the braking zone for the Della Rossi chicane and rolls it through. And yeah, there it is. That's the problem where Dragoon's getting hampered with that light wing damage going into those low-speed chicanes. He's just really struggling to get the car through quickly. Okay, I'm just wondering if Grit's tyres are starting to go down. They're on 35%, they're 40% in his rear lefts, mate. That's a lot of tyre wear after just 5 laps.
Yeah, the softs do go well.
They go
tyre wear.
Yeah, they go really quick, mate. Compared to the mediums, like Kevin Arlett is P2, mate, and he's on about 23% tyre wear, where Grit is on about 40.
Yeah.
Rebs picks up the time, Pen. Oh, we've got Spider and Dave the Rave scrapping here. P8, P9 going side by side through Parabolics. And who has got the lead there? It looks like Ice Fox has just covered him off, but Spider's got DRS. We're going to see a drag race. But look, I tell you what, obviously Ice Fox is running low downforce because he is moving away. Kevin Arlater and Mantis getting the job done.
Yeah, I think Kevin just let him go there to try and pulled both him and his teammate along up to Grit with his decaying tyres.
Yeah, Grit's starting to struggle a little bit now. We'll just go with Itchamam, the two McLaren drivers here. We've got Kevin Eilert, he's the meat in the sandwich. Itchamam needs to have a run at Lesmo 1. He needs to back out of this. Probably get a run out of Lesmo 2. Torquay United are the best team, Jim. Best team in Devon, mate. When I manage them, mate, they're the best team in Europe. What can I say? They really, really are. Alright, lap 7 out of 27, guys. About half race distance here. Dragoon is hanging on to the back of Rifio, to be fair. And doing a pretty good job of that, considering he's got a little bit of wing damage. He's got some movement down here. Bonta and Hell King Tomo coming down towards the Ascari Benz. It's pretty much as you were as they filter through there. So far, so good. No DNFs. Always good to see.
Ooh, Spider and Icefox side by side through Parabolica there.
That's the second lap on the bounce, mate. They've done that. But you've got some movement. Itchamam on Kevin Eilert. This is for P3, and Itchamam is through. Dragoon and Rufio. Look at this scrap, ladies and gents. Dragoon is... Oh, man, he's feisty tonight. And he manages to slow that car down. And also just behind, Icefox and Spider going through again, side by side. Spider gets slightly better traction out of rectified. Oh, they bash wheels! They bash wheels and they're still going almost side by side through Curva Grande. Who is going to have the balls of steel? Let's jump on balls up close and personal action. Spider goes defensive. Dave the Rave's going to try and go around the outside. Surely not. No, decides to back out of that one as they come into the De La Rocha chicane. It's as you were. Wow, some great racing here. Of course, this is the lowest tier, guys. You know, I love calling Div 3 action. You get some fantastic racing here. You really, really do. And we're only... we're lap 8 out of 27, a long way to go. Icefox has got DRS on Spider. Spider does not have DRS, so Icefox may go for the overspeed. Spider, that's good defensive driving, though. Places that car beautifully on the entrance to the Ascari Benz and holds position. That's some fine defensive work there from Spider. He's like 13 years old, young lad. He's a really good driver. Rufio and Dragoon.
Yeah, Rufio's definitely going to have him again on the main straight.
Yeah, these two are on right old scrap. And Itchamam's in. He's dropping that soft compound tyres. He's had enough. He's going to go for the undercut on Grit. Smart move. Here comes Rufio on the Alpine of Dragoon, and that's pretty much easy peasy, Japanese. Gets the job done, and he is up to P4. Itchamam coming out the medium compound tyres. Can he get those to the end? 18 laps, mate. I think he is.
It's touch and go for like me doing that. Like, they'll be touching puncture territory around that lap. Like if he doesn't take care of them, and doesn't use the curbs too much often, he could get them to the end. But it's just all about taking care of them.
Could use a safety car, I think, couldn't they?
I wouldn't say right now because it would ruin his strategy.
Oh yeah, but a bit later on. Dragoon went wide at Lesmo 2, and that allowed Roland to sneak through up to P5. Roland's having a tidy race now. He's really going stealthy. Talfi as the lead runner on the hard compound tyres. Currently sat in P12. He's having a pretty tidy race as it stands. Race quit has just passed Hell King Tomo. We've got Spider Genie and Dragoon. Spider Genie has gone through the overspeed. I'm also wondering if Dragoon's running a slightly higher downforce setup here as well, because he does seem to be struggling. In fact, he's bailed out. He's in the pits. Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I had a horrible feeling that was going to happen.
Yeah, Grit stays out, which I was a bit surprised at, because Itchamam's going to obviously get the undercut on him.
Yeah, looking at Grit's tyres, mate. Fronts are 55, 51, rears are 59 and 55. So he's got a lap or two left on those. I think he's probably accepting the fact that he is going to he's going to be undercut, but he'll have fresher tyres at the end, and those 2 or 3 laps fresher at the end could be crucial.
Mm-hmm.
There he is in P1. We've got. Let's give you a quick rundown then. Lap 10 out of 27, just over 1/3 race distance. Grit is your race leader for Mantis in 2, Kevin Eilert 3, Rufio 4, Roland in 5 with Spider Junior in 6, Dave the Rave in 7, the Dark Lord Skin Shaggy in P8, Rebster in 9, and Bonta makes up your top 10. We've got Rage Quit and Telfi going side by side through. Oh, it's contact, and both cars are in the wall. fact, 3 cars I think have been involved in that.
Safety car.
Safety car. Well, that's just worked out rather well for Grit, hasn't it?
Yep.
That's just saved his bacon. It's your mum's going to be absolutely fuming with that. That's the worst possible call for the safety car. It's completely undone his strategy call by coming in early.
Yeah, he's going to lose track position on a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Pitting under the safety car. And great. What
Oh, hello. Oh, that's it. It's like Bahrain, though. This track, isn't it? That pit entry is so early after the final corner, just like Bahrain. It's so difficult to get it right. But a lot of cars come in. Of course, cars now being held to delta speeds on track, so it is a very cheap pit stop for the front runners. It's perfect timing. Some guys are going on. Was that hard tyres going on that car? Yeah, it was hards.
Yeah, the mediums are always have to go on the hards because softs won't make it to the end from here.
Oh, absolutely no chance. Yeah, not 16. Now, Grit's opted for the medium compound tyres, though. We've got some mixed strategies happening here, by the way. Free riders opted for softs. That's a mistake.
Where you go? Where are you going? Jesus!
What's that, mate?
He literally almost plowed into half the field going down the main straight. They were coming up the pits.
Oh wow! I missed that, mate.
God, that was dangerous.
It might want to clip it, mate, if you get a chance. If it's something.
I just did. He didn't collide with anyone, thank God. But that was a lot, hell dangerous. That was.
Well, we've got some interesting calls here because free riders opted for the soft compound tyres. Now we know they're not going to get to the end, even with a couple of extra laps under the safety car. He's going to have to pit again. He's going to be hoping for the safety car here because either that or I'm just thinking he's selected the wrong tyre.
Yeah, it's either that or he's hoping for a virtual or safety car later on.
So we can get a cheap pit stop.
Yeah, and obviously try and gain positions with the pace advantage on the softs versus the hards around them.
Yeah, apart from him though, it's I'd say looking at that, the majority seems to be on the hard tyres.
Yeah, there is one outlier, Gregors, who's stayed out in P8. He is not pit. So,
excuse me, that's an interesting call actually because he does have to pit. But he wants to stay on strategy, doesn't he, for whatever reason?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to drop like a stone because on this game, fresh tyres underneath a safety car like this is essential.
Yeah, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. I mean, I guess he feels that he can't get the mediums to last, but the mediums will last from here because we're going to be getting underway lap 12, so we're going to be looking at 15 laps basically on new mediums for the majority of the cars, or very newish mediums. In fact, some cars, I think Telfy's coming in like he's recycling his tyres, I think, by the looks of it. And he's probably putting another set of, what's he going to put on? Another set of mediums? Yeah, he's coming in for another set of medium tyres. Oh, well, a wing change as well. Recycling for his tyres. So yawning. I'm so tired, mate. I'm like suffering from major insomnia at the moment. It's like I can fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep. I keep on like every hour and a half, 2 hours. I just wake up. Do you know what I mean? It's playing havoc because I'm like working as well, and I'm like falling asleep or feeling like I want to fall asleep at some really crazy hours. Like, weird. It's either that, ladies and gents, or I'm just officially getting old. It could be that.
I'm not going to say anything.
You can say what you want, mate. It's fine. But of course, I'll never be as old as Skin Shaggy, ladies and gentlemen. For Skin Shaggy, the Big Bang was a recent event in his life. He's that old. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, mate. I always burn Skin Shaggy when I'm streaming his races, mate. He is genuinely old, mate. He actually, do you know, Skin Shaggy actually raced esports. You know, Harrison. It's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah, drove for Team Rubble with Fred Flintstone, mate. Way back in the day, 4,000 years ago.
Well, let's see if we got in.
Here we go. Of course, Grit has got that 5-second penalty. How costly is that going to be? He's gone early. Oh, mate, he's left them for dead.
He's gone slightly too early because he just had to lift slightly. But he's left Mantis running there.
Yeah, he's actually got a nice bit of momentum. He's just shaved half a second of him with Grit having to back off. It really has negated Grit going early. Oh,
yeah,
well.
Dragoon's just got past Gregor's, just into turn 1.
We've got Breakay's AI and Free Rider scrapping away. Who was that there? Was that... Oh, it's just the AI car again. I do feel a little bit sorry for Breakay, but he was told he was tagged in the server like 2 weeks ago to serve that Q-ban and didn't. And, you know, it's like I said before, mate, what are we supposed to... We can only do so much.
Yeah.
If drivers don't follow direction. Okay.
It's already broken the DRS barrier to Mantis.
He has. The dilemma that Grit's got, though, of course, he's got to serve that 5-second penalty, which means if he wants to win the race as it stands, he has got to lean on these tyres early doors. He has got to get that gap out to 5 seconds. Now, he's got very good pace. That's why he's won 4 on the bounce going into tonight's race. But to get where he needs to be, he's going to have to really lean on those tyres, which, of course, then might allow the guys behind to reel him in towards the back end of the race, like last sort of 3 or 4 laps. It's going to be fascinating to see how it all unfolds here.
Free Rider and Bonner battling through Parabolica.
Okay, we've got Itchamum and Kevin Hart going side by side. Itchamum's just got the job done, up to P3.
Oh, safety car again.
Safety car again. Wow.
Haken Tom's had a
Haken Tom,
incident
okay.
Mini
Ken's in. That's going to work out quite nicely, I think, for Mini Ken, possibly. I'm just trying to work it out. Because he's the only car who's pitted now. What's he going to go for? New mediums?
Yeah.
He's got a new front wing going on there as well. Maybe it was him that the safety car's called for.
Yeah.
But is he going to be able to just cruise up to the back of the pack now? Or is the Delta going to hold him back too much?
No, they haven't caught the safety car, so the safety car's sitting just after turn 2.
Yeah.
And the pack's going through Lesmo 2 right now.
Yeah, just seeing that on the mini map. That's a bit unfortunate for Mini Ken, because otherwise it would have been a lovely cheap pit stop. He could have found himself in P1.
Yeah.
Let's hope the safety car doesn't pick him up. That'll be embarrassing. We've seen that before in this game. The safety car just wouldn't work. No, he's safety 3. He's good.
Down, I was racing in F1 XL last night, and the lobby glitched out and the safety car came out on track in green flag conditions. And it killed 3 or 4 drivers in the lobby.
Oh, mate. Someone there picked up a drive-through penalty. I wasn't quite sure who that was. We can check the race directory. I remember remember when Vietnam used to be in the game, the Vietnamese Grand Prix. The safety car used to come out in Q2. Just to come out during qualifying. We had that a few times. It was crazy.
It was Mini Ken that got the drive-through penalty, so I think he's just got from bad to worse.
Yeah, I think Mini Ken is now his future in the Italian Grand Prix has been decided, and that is P20, unless something happens. Got a couple of cars coming in. Free Rider and Bonta Bullet have come in. They're cycling through their tyres, which makes a lot of sense. Be on the freshest possible compound for the restart, which makes, as I say, a lot of sense for those guys. What is he doing? He stayed out.
I'm surprised he didn't pit, because mediums would definitely get to the end unless he's trying to go for the softs.
But he needs the safety car for that to work. Otherwise, his strategy is... And to be honest, it's not going to work then, because everybody in front of him will pit as well, so he's not going to gain anything. He's made a real bad call. That's a bit of a sort of full frontal lobotomy moment there for Gregors as to why he's not pitting, because he is basically consigned himself to P19 pretty much. Don't know if the Williams... I mean, you don't suppose the Williams team has just hired a bunch of Ferrari strategists, do you? You know what I mean?
Might have.
Yeah, possible. I wonder if... I'm just wondering now, you got like Bonta and Free Rider in P18, P19. I wonder if safety car's going to be out for one more lap, I think. If they might come into the pits now and put softs on, possibly, for 10 or 11 laps at the end on softs, the softs will go.
They will go, but they wouldn't have much pace at the end.
No.
They're just sticking with the mediums. Gregors does pit. He does pit.
Okay.
But I think it is at the wrong time, though, because he's
Bonta's,
lost a lot of trackbackers.
Bonta's coming in. Bonta's coming in, but he's got a 5-second penalty. Oh, he's caught him out. I reckon he's going to go. He's going to. I reckon because I know Bonta watches the stream. I reckon he's heard me and he's decided Beer's just made a good call. I'm going softs, and he is going softs. But he's just got an extra 5 seconds to. Is he going to serve it now? Oh, he's serving it now. Hang on. Did he serve it? No, no.
If you get it as soon as you come in the pit, then you have to serve it the next time you come in. You can't serve it instantly when you come in. Unless you already have one, obviously, but you can't, unfortunately.
Right, well now, if there was another safety car, it would really suit Gregors. It would bring Gregors' race to life.
Yeah.
But he does need another safety car. In fact, he would be P1 if there was another safety car.
Yeah.
Almost certainly. But I don't know about you, mate. I would never, ever base my strategy call, if I was racing, base my strategy call on the possibility of a safety car. You've got to set your strategy as if the safety car's not coming out at all.
No, like when I'm racing in esports, like if there's a safety car does come out, I'd make a split decision there and then what tyre I'm going on. But like at the start of the race, I don't plan my strategy around virtual safety cars. I just plan it to be green flag racing throughout.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the wise thing to do. Right, safety cars should be coming in, I'd imagine. Well, it's going to be a late one because the stragglers are only just coming through a scurry. Are we going to see another lap? I think we are.
It'd be another lap. The safety car lines on the entry, the parabolic.
Right, okay. Just say parabolics, mate. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. Okay. So, are we going to see those guys come in again? Have they got tyres to come in and make it cycle through? Yeah. Bonta's coming back in again to cycle through his tyres and put another new set. And he will serve his 5-second penalty as well.
Yep.
Smart move. I reckon, mate, he held back deliberately. I think Bonta's been a bit smart here. He's held them back to make sure the safety car did not come in so he could put a new set of tyres on and serve his penalty.
Yeah, he's
sneaky.
It's very sneaky. He's going to have 9 laps on these softs, which they'll definitely go. But he does have a lot of cars to overtake to try and get a decent amount of points.
You're a steward, mate, and an admin. I'm a head steward. No. Should we just give him a 30-second penalty for taking the piss? Shall we? But just not tell him until the end of the race.
If I did that, I wouldn't hear it from the end of it from Bonham.
It would be funny though. Well done, Bont, on your P1, mate. Shame you just come P20 because we give you a 30-second penalty for taking liberties.
But it should be in at the end of this lap no matter what.
Yeah, well, Bonta's going to be in prime position here because, again, if I was Bonta, I would hold back a bit here and then catch the pack up just as they're coming through a scurry, so he'll be on the warm tyres.
Well, he's at a reduced speed. I can tell his throttle's reduced when I'm board with him. So
I'm watching him on the mini-map, mate. He's holding right back. He's being smart. You know what? You know I said about giving him 30 seconds? I reckon we just give him 60 now.
That's the game. I've been in this situation before. It's the game doing that. It's not him.
Oh, right, okay. But should we just give him 60 seconds anyway? Yeah, let's do it.
What the hell's going on in the mid-pack?
What is going on there? I've just seen all kinds of positional change. Why have they almost slowed down to a crawl? What are they doing? Oh my lord. Anyways, Grit is gone. We're back restarted, ladies and gents. Grit is gone. Thank you for the raid, Sato. Really appreciate it. Pos as well, thank you for the raid. How you doing, man? My brother? Good to see you, my friend. Grit is the race leader. Thank you for the raids, guys. Really appreciate it. And because we won't see DRS for 2 complete laps after a safety car restart. Grit is your race leader because he does have that 5-second time penalty to serve, and that is going to really, really hurt him. The 2 McLarens going well. Mantis, Nishiman, P2 and P3. Kevin Annihilator in 4. Rufio in 5. Roland in 6. Spider in 7. Then Dragoon, Ice Fox and the Dark Lord Skin Shaggy bringing up your top 10. Mini Kenny's in the pits. He's serving that drive-through penalty.
I need to serve it now.
Sound alert! Hang on, mate. I drinks it all of the day. Okay, we're back running. Thank you. A bunch of new follows there. I'll call them out. Hemp Gamer, Time Lord in the TARDIS. Love that name. Madman, the Blue Box. I like that one as well. Thanks for the follows, guys. Welcome in. All right.
Some of the sound alerts aren't working so well. There's been a bit of a glitch with Twitch. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. It's your mum with the 3-second time penalty. That's going to be crucial, mate.
Yeah, that helps Grit out a bit with his penalty. So he has to get 2 seconds clear of the McLaren driver, but he still needs to break the DRS and get gone.
Let's look at the tyre wear on his car and telemetry. 17% on those fronts. It's your mum's on. Oh, he's not got his telemetry turned on. Kevin Arlator's on 14 on the hards. As Mantis sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's having a good long look at the overspeed there. Is he going to get the job done on Grit? No, just drops in behind. Of course, the DRS, I think it's activated this lap, or next lap.
Yeah, next game it'll only be 1 lap for DRS to be active, so there'll be a different change for next game.
I think that's a good call, actually. I kind of like that. It just encourages the fast racing straight away and overtaking. Dragoon's in the pits. He's had a bit of a race to forget. Qualifying went well, but it's all gone a bit downhill once he's got into the race with the Bristolian Bull Basher. So he's going to come out plumb last at the moment. But Grit's your race leader from Mantis in 2. Then his teammate Ichimum in P3. Kevin Arlator in 4. Ruffio in 5. Roland in 6. Spider Jr. in 7. A bit of a gap back to Dave the Rave. Ice Fox has been a bit sort of cork in the bottle at the moment in P8. We've got the Dark Lord in P9. Just keeping a watching brief there. Webster in 10, Braid K's AI in 11 because he was disqualified, and Stealthy Telfy in P12. Alrighty, so eyes now on. I wonder if we're going to see some team orders in the McLaren with Ichimum getting on the horn saying, "Mantis, let me through, mate. I'll drag you along for the ride. I'm on quick tyres." You know.
I think Mantis may have more pace because obviously Mum's tyres is 2 laps older.
Yeah.
And he's on the mediums, so I think they would be probably about the same-ish tyre wear. And probably the same pace, but it's only just going to get better for Mantis and get worse for Mum, so it's probably just best sticking where he is for now.
Probably right, mate. Richie Bishop, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, Rich.
Is on the move, up to 14th already.
Oh, mate, he's using speed hacks. He's on the PC, so he is using speed hacks. He's just been passed by. Oh, is he going to help King Tomo? They're going side by side, coming down to coming through Curva Grande. Oh, look at this! Hell King Tomo, it's all over the back of him like a bad rash. He's going to go late on the brakes into Della Rosia. No,
backs out.
Just sits in behind. Got some Webster's had a bit of a moment there. We've got Yellows in sector 2.
Yeah, it's Webster for that moment. I don't think he's got. Yeah, he's got end plate damage. I think. No, he doesn't.
Just checking beer telemetry. See what it looks. His car looks okay. Gregors has got past Old Man up to P17.
Yeah, I think Old Man was in the gravel trap though.
Drax in the chat says, "Is that Harrison on comms?" It is indeed. TIR Harrison is on the comms. I've broken his cherry, ladies and gentlemen. Some old faces you might know in the chat. Some old faces you might recognise in the chat there, actually, mate. You've got Poz in there, some of the old SF1 drivers. Of course, it's SF1 Harrison, ladies and gents, the artist formerly known as. Free Rider is through on Webster. Webster's going to try and fight it, but Free Rider's got the job done. And just behind these, look at this battle here. You've got Stealthy Telfy, Bonta Bullets. Oh, Stealthy Telfy could not slow that car down. And he's had to take the escape road. He's had to give all those positions up, I think.
Yeah, he definitely will.
And he got a time penalty for his trouble. He's been like, what's going on? It's just not cricket. It really isn't. Here comes Bonta down before I move on Webster real quick. Oh, Bonta! Oh, Bonta! That was terrible. Oh, he's absolutely screwed Webster up there. He's absolutely screwed him up. Oh.
I'd probably need to see that again, but I'm not putting 100% blame on Bonta there because
I do.
I think Webster may have slightly moved over on the braking.
Did he move under the braking? That'll be a Stewart's one. That's 2 races on the bounce that Webster's DNF now. Yeah, I just like blaming Bonta. Sorry, Bonta. He's still surviving though, and we got a safety car, let's just. Did he even get any damage off that? The question is, did Webster make a slight move under braking to the right-hand side? That's going to be the big call. Now, what do these cars do? Is Grit going to come in and serve his penalty? Yeah. He's going to serve that 5 second. It's the only call he could make, really.
Yeah. Ichimum did pit the lap before the safety car, so he's going to probably lose out again.
Again. I'm surprised that no one...
took a risk and went for track. Yeah, we got some cars. Is anyone going for track position staying out?
Oh, no.
Well, Greg K's AI. Greg K's AI is going to be the race leader. Oh my god.
And Bonta stayed out, Greg has stayed out.
Yeah, interesting call, because there's only going to be about 3 or 4 racy laps. So we did say, didn't we, that Gregor's race could be made if there was a late safety car.
Yep.
But is it going to be? He is going to have so many cars queuing up behind him on brand spanking new tyres. But he was, where is he, P18, P19?
Mm-hmm.
So I think either way, he's going to make gains, net gains. So, Crash the Master, F1 AP said that in his opinion, Webster did move in the braking zone. We only just called it face value.
Yeah, like I'd probably need to see that again in a clip if it's put in obviously to the stewards, but I'd probably need to see that again either from Bonta's POV or Webster's POV just to show which lines they were taking and what direction they were travelling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cheers for the race, guys. That was Seto and Pos coming in the race. I hope your stream went well, Pos. What were you streaming, dude? Were you doing WWE? I don't know if you're still there or not, but good to see you, my friend. Hemp Gamer, that's the name I've not heard for a long, long time. Welcome in. Reps says that sucked. Yeah, obviously, stewards will take a look at that and they'll sort it out one way or the other once the clips come in. Alright, so we've got the safety car situation. You can discount Brake Cave because that's an AI car that will be ghosting and he will not score points. The reason why he's AI, he was disqualified for refusing, did not serve a Q ban, so we black flagged him and he had to retire from the session. Bit unfortunate, but he had been told. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky, Webster. Unlucky, mate. That's two. I know you've had a couple of bad races, but just take it on the chin. Come back firing next week, mate. I'm trying to think where we are next week. I'll be at Japan next week. I need to check the calendar. All right.
You're right now, actually.
Yeah, have a look at the calendar, mate. Please, be great. I'm just going to have a look at the positional changes in this race so far. It's the biggest winners and losers.
You are correct.
Japan.
It is the Japan.
Oh, lovely. I love a bit of Japan, mate. A bit of Suzuka. It's another of my sort of like all-time favourite tracks. It's just a lovely racing track.
Oh, I love racing around it. Love it.
It's a hard track. It's technically demanding, and that's where I like it, mate. Because it's high speed, but you're always on the edge.
Yep.
You know, always waiting for that back end to snap out at some stage. Like, going for the infield S's and exiting spoon, getting on the power that split second too early and lighting up those rear tyres. It's brilliant. I love Japan. Love Japan.
Yeah. Well, the guys behind this AI car are going to have to be careful right now because they can't overtake it till they pull past the start-finish line because it will give them...
Yeah, as Bonza just found out there.
Yep. But, I don't know what the AI is going to do underneath this, so he's probably have to stay behind him until he crosses the start-finish line. And
yeah. Liam Harper says, Bray being kick-nosed. He was disqualified during qualifying, mate, for not serving a Q ban. So we black-flagged him. It was two races on the bounce. It's unfortunate, but it is. Yeah. See, they've got to wait now to go. Start-finish line's gone, so now they can go overtaking. So there goes Bonta, the race leader from... It's going to be Gregor's in P2. We will have DRS on the for 2 laps, actually. Laps 26 and 27. So we're going to have a fascinating race here as to what's going to happen. See, Brake Case car's going to go backwards now, ladies and gentlemen, as they're filtering through the Curva Grande on this safety car restart. But Bonta has gone from 0 to hero.
3 wide in the mid-pack between Grit, Mom.
Oh, look at this, coming to the La Roche chicane. Grit has found himself dropped down in P10, is on a recovery mission. Ice Fox is right there as well. Oh, give me a camera angle, Cody's. That's better. Look at this, Dragoon's going through as well. And we've got Skin, Shaggy and Hell King Tomo side by side there going for the Lesmos. It's all happening. Okay, we're all good. Who was that going side by side? Shaggy. Shaggy's gone for a move, and he's got the move done on Hail King Tomo. That's using straight line speed coming down towards the Ascari bends.
Mantis has had an issue and gone deep at Ascari. Lost the position to Kevin.
Yeah, Roland's really going for him here. Roland's been pushing. Who is that coming through? Spider Riffio. That's Riffio. Jesus, Riffio was going to drive straight through him, I thought there. He's gone a little bit deep, and that's allowed Spider Jr. with an opportunistic move. Spider Jr. is going to go for a double overtake. It is all happening here. And here comes Riffio again on the left-hand side. Look at the low downforce on that car. Riffio is absolutely... Look at him go. He's flying. Spider Jr. goes late on the brakes into Retophilia. Turn 1, turn 2. It's all happening. They're going to go side by side. Lots of cars going side by side. Oh, Spider's picked up some kitty litter on the exit. That's allowed Itchamum to go through. Roland's gone through. Grit's gone through on Spider. He's just lost 2 positions. Oh, my word. And Dave the Raver's gone through. He's lost 3 positions. But it's all happening up near the top. Can Bonta hold on for an unlikely and amazing victory? He is 1.3 seconds clear of Kevin Annihilator. Mantis in 3, Roland in 4, Riffio in 5. Gregors is still there fighting in P6. Spider's got a position back. Shaggy's got a position. Yes. Hemp, yes, is Mustafa Shag. Skin Shaggy, the Dark Lord. Wow, it's all happening here.
It's kicking off.
It really is, mate. And look at this. You've got Shaggy and Ice Fox going side by side. Bit of handbags there. As Shaggy was looking for the move, and Ice Fox just covered him off there, going in towards the Ascari bench. Just looking back there from Dave the Rave's car. But Shaggy is all over him like a bad rash here. Bonta is still holding off Kevin Annihilator, but for how long? That's the question. I'm going to have to jump on board with the top 5, even though there's some great scrapping going on here. No, DRS will kick in, I believe, between... Lesmo 2, between Lesmo and Ascari. It's the penultimate lap. Bonta's caused work. Here comes Mantis looking for a move. He's going to go late on the brakes into Retophilia, but it's not quite close enough. Riffio and Roland side by side. Always contact there. Itchamum's gone through, but he is carrying that time penalty, which is going to hurt him badly. Mini Ken's gone through on Freerider. Kevin Annihilator all over the back of Bonta. Do you know what, mate? If I was smart, if I was Bonta, I'd actually let him go. I would let him through. Oh, he's just picked up some kitty litter, though. Got a terrible exit out of De La Roggia. I wonder if Bonta just let him go through anyway. Try and hold him off here, down to Ascari, and then let him go through and pick up the toe for the final lap. But here comes Kevin. Is he going to make the move now? Yeah. Yeah. If Bonta can just hang in there... Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, Bonta.
No, it wasn't.
And now that's put him out of the running, I think, for any chance of victory, but he could still possibly hang on to the podium. Now the question is, the last lap, Mantis can he get a move done on Kevin Annihilator? It would be Mantis, I believe, his debut win in TIR. He's going to get an overtake done here. He's going to breeze past him here, actually, I think.
If Kevin Smart did, is let him go.
Yeah, and then
get him down at later on.
Yeah. Okay, they're both about the same battery. Bonta is Riffio's on the inside. Oh, we had to back out there in a hurry, but Riffio's going to go for get better traction out the corner and just breeze past him. So Bonta's down to 4. Itchamum and Roland are scrapping P5, P6. Itchamum has gone through to P5, but he is carrying that time penalty. It's going to drop him about 3 positions. A bit further back, got Shaggy and Dave the Rave scrapping it again. We've got a 3-way dance. Freerider. Oh, Rage Quit's gone very, very wide into the kitty litter, and that's dropped in position. He's got Freerider scrapping. Oh my goodness me, look at this. And Rage Quit's going to come through. There's contact. Oh, that's unfortunate. Freerider spun out at De La Roggia and collected break A. But here we go. It's the last part of the lap, ladies and gents. Has Mantis done enough to stick in? Grit is going for a move on Bonta. Has he made the move done? Oh, Bonta's gone deep. Oh, Bonta's completely cut the corner. That's just cost him big time. It's all happening here. Freerider's gone. But Mantis comes into the final corner. I think as long as he doesn't spin up, he's got this in the bag. He's going to take the final corner parabolica. He's going to take the checkered flag and take his debut win in TIR. Congratulations to Mantis. Kevin Annihilator P2. Riffio comes home in P3. Roland, another steady drive. And Grit somehow recovered to finish P5. Shaggy, nosebleed in P6. Just kidding, Shaggy. And then Bonta in the end comes home in P7. And it just goes to show how those old tyres cause a problem, because him and Gregors led on the restart and they finished P7 and P10. But for Gregors, though, that's actually an improvement on where he was.
Yeah. Well, it's both of them.
Yeah. But an absolutely fascinating race. Let's just take telemetry off the screen in a second. We'll give you a rundown. Gregors gets the Cody's driver of the day. I'm trying to think who to give it to, actually. I have to have a little think about that. What do you think? Who's driver of the day for you, mate?
Oh, it's a tough one, but like, I'd probably go like, I want to say like Bonta, just with how smart he was at the end of the race. Took the track position, and he obviously halved his position to where he was before the safety car. It's quite a genius way to race. Yeah,
it was, mate. I thought Spider Jr. Drove a tidy race at times. Made a couple of small mistakes, but very defensively was very solid for a young lad. But there's confirmation. Mantis takes the victory and gets the bonus point for fastest lap in his debut win. Kevin Eilater comes home in P2. Rufio in P3. Roland in P4. And Grit in P5. Of course, Kevin Eilater then makes ground back up on Grit. Shaggy comes home in P6. Bonta in 7. It's your mum 8. Gregors 9. Braid in 10. Rage in 11. Stealthy Telfy in P12. Old Man in 13. Hell King Tomo in P14. Spider Junior 15. Dragoon 16. Bit of a race to forget for him. Mini Ken in 17. Ice Fox in 18. Freerider 19. Classes finishing. The one DNF, official DNF, was Rebster, who of course had that coming together with Bonta at De La Roggia. Comes home. He doesn't come home. He DNFs. So there you have it, ladies and gents. We're going to head back to the command centre and wrap things up for the night. Woo! Well, pick the bones out of that, guys. That was a great race. I really enjoyed that, mate. Every week, Tier 3 never fails to deliver. You know what I mean? It gets fantastic racing.
I've missed it, because I used to have races like this in SF1 in Tier 2 and Tier 3.
It's awesome stuff, mate. It really is. And for you guys watching the channel, of course, we've got more coming up this week. We've got the Tier 2 in action tomorrow night, which I'll be streaming. And, of course, we've got the two tiers on Wednesday. We've got the development tier and, of course, the elite tier, which Harrison will be racing in a championship battle, mate. How do you fancy your chances here on Wednesday? You fancy it? Fancy the big dub?
Well, my pace was good in, obviously, the ETC esports race on Saturday, so I'm hoping to try and extend my winning run again after winning 2 in a row. So hopefully try and get back up towards the top half. Because obviously after the combined tables, I did drop down the table a bit, but I'm getting back up there.
Good luck, mate. I'm looking forward to calling that one on Wednesday. I think I've got Gandhi on comms me on Wednesday, so yeah, it should be good fun.
Good to see Gandhi back as well.
Yes, it is, and he's been on the blower to me today on the phone, giving him some moral support, as you should say. Free rider with the chat says, wait, how come my class is finishing? Because we the game classes you as finishing, mate, and we go by the game result. So you do score points tonight.
I'll explain it to him. If you complete more than 90% of the race, you still get classified within the race result.
There you go. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth, free rider. Job done. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night, ladies and gents, for Tier 2. I'll be on air, hopefully, with a working mic, all going well, around about 5 to 8. And it should be an absolute banger race tomorrow night, Tier 2. We've seen a fantastic race. A big congratulations to all the guys in Tier 3 tonight. They put on a hell of a show, as they do every single week they race. It's such a privilege to call their races. Harrison, thank you so much for doing the co-comms tonight, mate. It's been a real a privilege working with you tonight. Really appreciate it, man.
It's no worry. It's no worries. I've enjoyed it. First time back in probably about a year and a half in co-com, so I've enjoyed it.
Good stuff, man. We're always welcome to come and jump in anytime you like. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to jump off. See you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for a very lively chat tonight, as always. It was a bit iffy Christian Horner jibes earlier on, but never mind, we got through that.
Yep.
And thank you for the rates and the follows as well. It's great to have your guys' company here on the Boom Kebab TV, the home of Total Impact Racing. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, about 5 to 8. Until then, take care. Godspeed.